All right. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the pre-market show. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hope you had a great day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How are you today?
Good morning, Carlos. I am doing great. Happy Friday. This week is almost over.
Yes, yes, it is. Let's get to what we have on our list here, guys. Again, we had a pretty good day yesterday. Just a lot trading very well. Let's start with Neo. Neo was just unbelievable. And then just continues to just trade so clean, so well. Here's the market open yesterday. Didn't have a clean pre-market action compared to what we're seeing this morning. But at the open, you did get the nice volume in here. Look at the drop, found support, the breakout above the high of the day at that time. Again, another nice pullback here, just trading very well. A little bit of consolidation here, moving averages catching up, and then another beautiful breakout at a 47. 42, and this thing ends up hitting the highs of almost 49.50. So again, just amazing what Neil has been doing over the last couple of days. Today, we're in our group chat norm that we have. We're talking about it hitting 50 today, and it very well surpassed that at 52 52.73, the high of
Yeah.
this morning. So um,
Yeah.
just unbelievable already with 12 million shares traded. So great stock yesterday. We also have VXRT. This one was not as clean, and I really wasn't paying much attention. A lot of us just traded Neo yesterday, given how clean that was at the open and also later in the mid morning. CCL was a little bit rough. Again, nothing happening there. It does sell off nicely later into the day. So if you're trading the entire day, this would have been a great opportunity here for the loss of the moving averages following the nine just nicely. XPEV was another one that also traded very similar to Neo. Look at the drop here, found support, beautiful breakout towards the high of the day, and also this 38.37 level that we had here off our daily. Look how beautiful that was. So again, clean trading there. Here was Delta, nice little pop. I didn't really watch the price action closely. Again, Neo took a lot of attention away from everything else that was going on, rightfully so. Here's PLTR, and this one, man, a beautiful drop here on the 5 minute at the market open. Unfortunately, some of these pullbacks were pretty aggressive, so it did stop me out once for break even. We did get some profits out of it, but man, we missed a real nice big move here. Brian was in this trade as well yesterday. I think he was one that called it out in the chat room yesterday. But again, just did not give us an opportunity to stay in the trade, right? So it looks clean now. Like, how can you not stay in this trade? But again, the pullback on the 1 minute was a little aggressive. Here is Plug. Plug did not have a good start, but usual Plug strategy, or kind of the way it plays. When it comes back up towards this highs of the pre-market, high of the day, you get the breakout, and we saw that yesterday a couple of times here. So Plug was very nice, but you need to be patient. It's usually not a great short stock for the longer term, for the longer trend type play. Usually for the breakout tends to be a lot cleaner, and obviously the daily does help a lot with that. As you can see here, if you look at the daily, look how clean this thing has been over the last couple of days, breaking new highs as it did yesterday and today already pre-market, also doing a new time high here with 510. So some pretty good ones. Just of the stuff that we looked at yesterday, we got about two or three that look good for this morning already. But we'll see what our gappers list has. We do have a lot in the green today. Let's take a look at the overall market and see if some of that is coming from the SPY this morning.
Yeah, man. First of all, I want to say, and I just put a note on YouTube, guys, thank you very much for bearing with us all week. As many of you know that have been around for a long time, every once in a while something happens. This week has been kind of extraordinary. I can say that we've been working on it. An email should go out later today explaining it, but we anticipate this being fixed by Monday. Unfortunately, we can't fix it without taking the room down for a while, so we don't want to do that during the week completely. So thank you for bearing with us. If you are watching us on YouTube, we'll keep this feed going as long as we need to into the market open. Please check your email that you've used to is associated with Bearable Traders. An email just went out to all the members. You will have a link for alternate access so you can get to the chat room. So anyway, that having been said, I'm a little bit behind on my research this morning because I've been dealing with this late last night and this morning. But SPY is up just under 0.75%. Q's roughly 0.2%. Technology and healthcare and utilities leading the way, which is kind of a weird mix because usually those utilities are a safety trade, and so we're pretty much, I'd say, up across the board. Those are leading. Uh, as far as economic data today, we had the producer price index come out right when we came on the air. I haven't had a chance to look at it. We've also got the St. Louis Fed president speaking right now, November consumer sentiment index coming out at 10 a.m. So there you go.
All right, perfect, guys. Let's get to our gappers list this morning. Let's get rid of all of this, but I am going to keep a few of these. I'm going to keep Neo. I also want to keep Plug for now. Might be a good possible, but I'll keep Neo and Plug at the moment. And let's get rid of this possibles list down here, and we will make some rows for us to start filling in this morning. So here we go, guys. As we looked at Neo earlier today, again, looking very good, guys. Already 12 million shares on Neo. This thing is trading incredible. The daily looks amazing. We can get rid of some of these levels we had here because now we do have our highs and lows, new highs and lows based off yesterday's new action here. So again, we can get rid of that. And we see we're breaking all-time highs again. Again, this stock since when this run started? This started back in I want to say August, end of August. It consolidated there for a long time, but after what's this October 14, it really has ramped up. It had this gap up, and then from there has not really looked back. So again, pretty nice there. Here is Plug. What I like about Plug right now is the daily. The pre-market needs to catch up a little bit, and actually, that's not a bad pre-market action. I mean, we've been spoiled with stuff like Neo, with the way this thing is trading. I mean, that's a textbook pre-market action, but this is not bad, right? And the daily does look great. We do have some new levels here, so let's get rid of the ones we did yesterday. And looking forward to this for a possible breakout. And notice how Plug usually sells down, and if it comes back up to that high of the pre-market or day or high of the day, there could be some good opportunities there on that breakout. That can happen on any stock, but this one tends to trade that pattern very clean. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's start with what's down this morning. SAVA down 23%. This is a 22 million flow stock, so a little bit on the lower side. Right now, pre-market is just starting to get going, looks like, with some action here, but not looking good. I do like this gap down 23%, but at the moment, just let's put it on the side for now. Not worth watching just right this second. It could get better, but right now, let's put it on the side. Let's take a look at Big C here. So Big C, it is down 6.5 this morning. I'm trying to see what kind of stock is this. We're looking at Big Commerce. Okay, yeah, we know this stock. So they're down 6.5 this morning. 415,000 shares traded at the moment. Pre-market is looking okay. This stock usually does not have a whole lot of volume, but for the most part, looks like they might have some news. Might be interesting. Again, sitting at 23 million shares flows, a little bit on the lower side. How's the spread on this? Not bad, 8 cents right now. So that could get better at the market open. Let's put it as a possible. I do like some of the stuff I'm seeing here. This gap down is nice. We lost this great area of support that we have for some time here back in the beginning of November, a couple of days ago, and also back in September, mid-September here, you have a nice support area that we're kind of below at the moment. So let's see if that's going to create some opportunities for us. Here's BLNK. This one trading horrible. Again, not really in play, guys. I don't see nothing clean in this stock. And even when it is in play and it's getting volume, it is a pretty horrible trading stock. It doesn't trade very clean. So let's move away from that one. VXRT, again, hit or miss. Yesterday did get volume, but didn't really do all that much. I didn't watch the price action too closely because of Neo, obviously. But this morning, again, pre-market is down 2.8, 172,000 right now. So again, on the fence, maybe a possible if that. But not looking too great at the moment. BSY, what we have here, BSY, no, this stock doesn't trade a whole lot of volume, almost no volume. Their biggest day here that I see so far for the last 30 days has about 1 million shares. They had 7.9 at their IPO, it looks like. So I don't see anything too fancy on this one at the moment. Pre-market action is a little bit interesting. It is down 2.4. You do have shares for short. Their daily is interesting as well. It looks like we're getting a little bit of a drop here with going back below the area where they closed on the IPO. So could be interesting, but I think we're going to find a lot of stocks that look a lot better than this one this morning. If it gets better, guys, you're watching this one, throw it back out to us. We'll take another look at it. Let's start with the top five on our gap up list. LI, someone mentioned in our chat room this morning that this one looks good. And it does. Up 19%, was probably a lot more than that a few minutes ago, about an hour ago or so. And now 12 million shares
That
traded.
thing's been on
Uh,
fire overnight.
yeah, this thing is cranking, man. What did it do yesterday? Did not keep it on my list. Let's take a look. So, all right, so it had a good move in the market during the market hours, and then after hours had another big move.
Well, this is the EV China play, and they released earnings way early this morning. So
Yeah, yeah. So that's looking real nice, guys. A nice big play after hours here, continuing into this morning. Again, a little bit extended, as you can see, especially after this big after hours move. So giving some back here, but it's still up 20%. So that's a lot. So yeah, LI definitely in play, looking really good this morning. 12 million right now. FTCH, this one is gapping up nicely, 13%. Usually does not have a great pre-market activity. I'm assuming there's news because this stock normally does not move like this. And we can see here in the after hours, they had a nice little pop there. Norm, is it earnings that we're looking at here?
as I said, man, I have been.
Oh,
They had
I know.
earnings last
Yeah.
night. I have not dug into the report. I have not done as much research. I have been
Yeah.
up late working and up in early trying to get stuff taken care of. So I
Yeah.
apologize.
No, no worries, man. We completely understand that. So FTCH again pop up here, but again, this stock, guys, as great as this looks, the intraday on it is not, it's not great. So putting it as a possible for now. Not one of my favorite stocks to trade. Let's take a look at DKNG. This one is trading real nice today. Oh yeah, this is on our list. DKNG looking very lovely this morning. Up 11%, almost 12 here, 2.7 million shares traded. Look at this daily. And we talked about this daily a couple of days ago, right? How beautiful this bounce was. We talked about, the way it was consolidating here, possible breakout. But we're getting that breakout very early this morning. Hopefully it can leave some action for us for the market open. But this is looking really nice today, guys. Definitely on our list this morning. FSR today, this one is up 9.3, 1.3 million shares traded. Recent IPO, I believe. Yes, because we been talking about this for a few days now. And here we can see we have a clean pre-market action. Actually, it's looking pretty good for an IPO. I normally do not like to put these on here. I like to see a little more history, but I gotta say this one's pre-market action. It's on point. I really like what I'm seeing here, so I'm gonna keep this one there. Let's take a look at NIU. NIU. What's this? Somebody confuses for Neo and started trading this instead. What do we have here? This is 65 million shares. Float daily is a little bit all over the place, but you are getting a nice breakout here, though. I gotta admit, around 39.89, you're getting a beautiful breakout there. Pre-market action is looking decent. What is the spread on this? Ooh, spread is not great. So if you look at the spread here, you basically got 34.60, and you basically had a 35 something there. So again, that spread is ugly. Look at these candles; don't look all that clean. So I'm gonna,
Daily volumes 1.1
yeah.
million.
A little shady there, guys. Doesn't get a whole lot of value for the most part. Today, only 209, but for the most part, they're on regular days about 1 million or less. So we'll stay away from that one. There's probably some hockey errors on Neo. CSCO, this was gapping up nice, 7.4. Not the cleanest trading stock. So Cisco system, this is what this is. Look at their dailies, a little bit off whack. I'm not sure if they have any news this morning causing this gap up. Usually that's the only way they move like this. But even then, man, I mean, just look at this
Yeah,
pre-market action. It's just
yeah.
not
They
great.
they had earnings. They had earnings last night. So,
All
but
right, so they're
Cisco, maybe it trades great today. It's not always a great trader. So just if I'm going to take a position in that, I might keep it on my list.
right.
But you can see that just choppy, nasty chart, which
Mm-hmm.
is kind of
Mm-hmm.
weird because it is a Nasdaq traded. It's not NYSE, but
Yeah.
it's still my experience in the past. It can be a little bit. It'll be a little bit. It can be tough to trade.
Yeah, yeah, it could definitely be a little choppy. So I'm going to put it as a possible for now, and then we can always, peek at it after the market opens, see if it's doing anything good, if it's hitting our scanners. This is a nice big gap up for them. They had one like this a couple of days ago. They sold right back down. So let's see how they're going to react today. They're going to sell back down here, hold, or just move sideways and not really give us anything. So worth keeping on the list here. All right, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to scan down and see if there's anything there that that we like. I know FSLY is a big one for us. We traded this one quite a bit before in the past. Today they're breaking out nicely out of this area of consolidation, this area of 75, heading up a lot of resistance right on there, 75.69 to be exact. So nice little pop up 6%. Pre-market's not looking all that great right now. And my issue with this stock is that it can trade very, very aggressive with not a whole lot of volume. So that tends to be a little bit scary there. Spread right now about 10 cents. So I'm going to put it as a possible. I know it can get better than that, but hopefully it doesn't get too wild. Let's skip on down. PDD was also one that's been very active, gapped up nicely yesterday. Today they are up another 5%, 508,000 possible. This is a good possible for now. ACB, what we have here, nah, that's so. We do got great volume on it though. But again, this one out of all of them, I think is the worst trading stock out of all the past stocks. CRRN, not doing anything there. Let's take a quick look at CGC. Nothing happening there. So ACB, if you like that one, you can put it on there. I'm going to stay away from that one. Here's JD. Now, my issue with JD is that it could be such a hit or miss, and we've been seeing that. It puts in this great pre-market action. Sometimes it puts a bad pre-market action. It has an amazing day. Sometimes it'll put a great pre-market action. It had a horrible opening like it did here yesterday. So it's just one of these stocks where, man, it's really a hit or miss. If I have nothing else to watch on my list, I'll watch this one or wait for it to hit the scanners because it could just be a tough one to trade. Neo, we have JD. We looked at XPEV, also possible continuation. I'm gonna put this one on here. This one was very active yesterday. Let's put that one on there. Workhorse, no, nothing exciting. Plug we have on our list. Let's look at CCL because of one of our favorites. Pretty choppy right now, not doing a whole lot, just moving sideways. So with that said, Norm, I know you're busy, but do you have anything you like so far this morning? If not, we'll go to the chat room.
Thank you for the chat button. Thank
All
you.
right, you got it. All right, folks, let's see what we have in our chat. Let's start here with Martin. Martin is giving us XPEV. Oh yeah, we have that one. Let's start with M Foster PLRT. This one was great yesterday. Really good short. Unfortunately, I could not hold on to this short yesterday. Let's take a quick look here. What we have. So again, beautiful drop yesterday. This morning we do have amazing volume, guys. 3 million shares traded right now. We're down 1.1. This thing was well in the green at 7 o'clock, and prior to that, and just started collapsing here. Now I don't like what I'm seeing here pre-market.
That is a nasty drop at 7:35.
Yeah, that is a nasty drop, and it got a little bit of some craziness happening here. So again, we'll have to see, guys, if this thing is going to be a little bit stable today. I do like the daily possible drop here, losing this area of support. Yeah, let's take a look at it. At least we'll do some levels. This could be a great possibles. There's some possibles here that do not look great that we might take out of this list. All right, folks, let's see what else we have. So we have that one. We looked at PDD, and that's okay. We have that on the list. NIU. No, I took that one off, and I explained the reasons why I didn't like the way that one looked. Disney earnings. Let's see what Disney's up to. I find Disney to be a somewhat of a difficult stock to trade. Somewhat. Right now, pre-market not doing anything great. When is the earnings? Was it after hours, guys? After hours last night. Yeah, it's not doing a whole lot today for earnings. So yeah, I'm gonna skip on this one right now, guys. We got some ones that look really good. AMD. Oh, we're asking Peter if AMD's on his list. AMD, yeah, not really in play right now, but again, that's one of those stocks you can watch, and if the market trends one way or the other, you can take advantage. Cisco, we looked at, we have it on our possibles list. PDD is on their airlines. Let's take a look at the airlines, starting with American Airlines. Usually gets the most volume. Very similar to CCL. You know, we're not seeing a whole lot. If you look at CCL here, where did we put it on here? I thought we did. Maybe not. Maybe there's no reason to put it on there. Yeah, it's no reason to put it on here. If you look at CCL, pretty much very similar on the daily. We had this incredible gap up last on Monday, and then we had a crazy drop over here. You can see it down there. So again, CCL at the moment not looking all that great, so we'll skip on it. As far as the airlines, so let's see what else we have, guys. Let's go over down to what else we have. Apple looking interesting. All right, let's see here. Apple, what do we have? Apple, you know what? The thing with Apple is their daily does look great. I got to admit, this daily here looks amazing, but you're not really getting a great pre-market action out of Apple. And usually I like to see something really good out of Apple, but I'm not seeing that. So we're going to skip on Apple right now. All right, let's see what else we have, guys. What else we got going on? Let's take a look. T-Mobile. My issue with T-Mobile and these telecommunications companies that they do not trade very well. They're not great intraday trading stock. Now, this one here, guys, has a beautiful daily. I do agree with that if you're looking at that, but the rest is just it's just not great. You don't have no pre-market action. You have no volume. Again, nothing really happening there. Okay, let's see what else. All right, so that covers our chat room list. Let's take a look at what we have over on YouTube. Let's start here with AJM VIPS. Let's see, VIPS right now. This one active, very active right now. 1.2 million, 6.1. What's the float on VIPS, by the way? I know we traded it before in the past. We're looking at 112, 122, so not bad. Again, I like the breakout. The pre-market looks decent. Yeah, worth as a possible. I don't remember how good this one trades, to be honest. So I'm on the fence on it. So I'm gonna put it as a possible for now. All right, let's take a look down here. We have RBBC. Have we ever looked at that one? RBB BBC? No. Did I put too many B's on that one? RBBC. No, is that a ticker? Check that. I'm not getting that. All right, let's take a look. Head on down. VIPS. Yeah, we have that on the list. Solo. Solo. Let's take a look here. Solo. All right, Solo right now. Yeah, this is active. 2.4 up 8.7. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I like this one. We'll add it on here, guys. For now, we'll see what how it gets. Again, we have a little way too many at the moment, but this one does look interesting. Had a great day yesterday, but let's see how that actually traded. Right. So let's go back yesterday. Yeah, actually, it was pretty good right out of the gates. Yeah, this was really, really good. So, yep, not really focused on that one. All right, let's take a look at what else we have. Let's take GR. Let's take a look here. GRWG. GRWG. Is that right? GRWG. Yeah, I'm typing that one. And oh yeah, here we go. GRWG. That's
Sorry,
coming up.
guys. I got a text from my wife right there. On top of everything else that's going
Yeah.
on, my mother-in-law fell last night and fractured
Oh.
her kneecap. So,
Oh. Oh man. What a
sorry,
week. Oh.
sorry.
No, no worries, my friend. No worries. Hopefully she's okay. Looking at this one, guys, GRWG. Yeah, this is yeah, I had a great day yesterday. Daily possible breakout, but I am not seeing anything that looks too great on this one. All right, let's see what else. What else, guys? What else you guys have? CBAT, CBAT. CBAT. Nope, nope, nothing good here. I don't like the daily on this one really. I like the pop is up 34%, 4 million. But again, it's just I don't like this type of company. The way this is trading here, the way these dailies are forming, it's just not my typical stock to trade. All right, we have a look. We have more time. We'll do a few more. All
It's
right,
Friday.
I'm sorry.
It is Friday the 13th.
It is. It is.
Gotta
Um,
laugh about it. All right.
you gotta have fun, Norm. That's all you can
You
do,
guys
man.
pick a good watch list for me, guys.
All right, let's see what else, guys. LI we do have here, guys, 14 million. That looks amazing right now. So no worries there. All right, I think we have a lot on our list. Again, anything goes wrong, just watch Neil today. That's all that can never go wrong with that one. But either way, guys, let's go over to our announcements. We'll come back and fine tune this list. We have a lot on here, a lot in the green today as well, which is nice. So let's see how that's going to turn out.
All right, guys. So Seth SMBU's director of options trading program, his webinar from Tuesday should be up in the Education Center next week. Next week we have Thor on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, doing his where, when, how on level 2 in VPA. So I'm sure that will be a well attended. I know last night's mentoring session was well attended as well. Kreta's webinar from Wednesday should be up as well. Next week, we'll have Nada talking about cultivating equanimity, having space for everything that arises. She's our she's our mindfulness coach. Should have an excellent time in that next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, guys, if you want to participate in member trade of the day and trade of the week, take a screenshot of your best trade, mark it up, entries, exits, strategy, ideas, why you took the trade, and everything else. Tag at Bearable Traders, at Mike B underscore BBT, and at Norm BBT. Also use hashtags BBT Family, day trading and stock market. That way we can pick the winner for each day, and then the team will take the winners from the week and vote on the best trade. That person will win trade of the week. It'll be announced next Monday on the Closing Bell Show with Mike on Twitter and the Tuesday pre-market show. Guys, just a reminder that Andrew's book is available in Spanish on Amazon and also audiobook on Audible. Also, if you're watching on YouTube and would like to try out the room for a week, you can do so at a discount. Use the promo code PREMARKET24. It'll give you access to our onboarding class. And 7 days in the chat, 5 days trading unless there's a market holiday. Doesn't auto-renew or turn into any other kind of membership.
All right, thank you, Norm. Guys, let's get to our watch list this morning. Let's take a look at first what do we have here as far as scanning through this and making this list a little bit shorter. Obviously, Neil, we don't have to look at. We know that looks great. Plug also, I like the daily on Plug. I have to say, pre-market is starting to look even nicer than we looked at it before. So I want to keep this one on here. LI looking very, very active. Let's keep that one on deck. DKNG is very good. Again, these first top four already make a beautiful watch list. FSR, this one again is up 10%. Recent IPO, this is a good one. XPEV had a great, incredible day yesterday. Today, very active with 6 million. And PLTR is a good possible for a drop. I'm just concerned with how the price action is going to be, especially after a drop like this in the pre-market. And we saw some crazy pullbacks yesterday as well in the intraday. So let's take a look at Solo. Way too many. FTCH, I'm going to remove. They have a nice gap up, but the pre-market is not looking great. Nicey stock, it can get better, but for now, let's get rid of it. VXRT, not looking great pre-market. Let's get rid of that one. Not even good for a possible at the moment. Cisco, guys, I love this gap up, but again, the way this one trades, it is not clean for me. So that could be a difference maker today. Because they are gapping up here. I'll wait for this one to hit our scanners. Turbo breakup, turbo breakdown, high of the day scanner. That could be a good one for this one, or the low of the day scanner. After it creates a range, maybe we can break out of that range and create some great movements for us. But right now, I'm just gonna get rid of it for the most part. FSLY. Again, I'm just comparing these down here to what we have up here, a Neo, LI, a DKNG, and these look amazing. So when you look at a FSLY, it doesn't compare to what we have on our top list. So that could be a good possible. We'll keep it there. PDD, the spread is not great. It's not bad. It's not great. Let's get rid of it for now. CCL. CCL is not doing much right now, kind of going sideways. It does have 961,000 shares traded, but nothing great. So I'm going to remove that one as well. VIPS, it could be a good possible here if we can break out, has good volume. We'll keep on that one for now. I do like the daily on that one. All right, let's fine tune this list a little bit more here on our main list. So Neo stays. Plug, as much as I like it, I think it'll be a great possible. So let's move it down. Let's remove this one. Delete this here. LI looks good. DKNG looks good. FSR, yeah, it looks decent. I like that one. XPEV is good. And a PLTR. Yeah, so that's our list right there. I think we have some pretty good numbers there. Let's start with Neo. So Neo right now, high of the pre-market sitting at a 52.73. The low of the pre-market is over 49.60 right on here. So you have this low of the pre-market right on here. You also have a lot of touches at this level. So I'm going to mark this down as well. Around 50, 57, a great area of support very early on this morning. And a lot of touches on that level. And also you have a nice bounce off of that. And we're coming right back to this level one more time. Are we going to hold here or collapse from below this? Then towards the bottom, guys, highs and lows from the last 2 trading days pretty much got you cover there. So see what we have here. Let's look at LI. LI right now dropping down insanely at the moment. Yeah.
Let me hop in here real quick before
please.
you get into this next one. Hey, I just want to reiterate, I sincerely appreciate you guys being patient with us this week. We have had some unforeseen website issues. And so we have been working on a solution Unfortunately, it means taking down the site for a little bit. So it's tough to do in the middle of the week. We should have it fixed over the weekend. Hopefully, everything is running better than ever come Monday morning. So thank you for sticking with us. If you're a member and you're having to watch us on YouTube, check your email. You were sent a link about 20 minutes ago to the email that you are signed up for BBT with, and you will be able to have alternate access just to bypass the website and get to the chat room that way. Thank you
Yep.
guys once again.
Thank you guys. Really appreciate your patience. Back to LI here, guys. LI very, very active, moving quite a bit this morning. Hopefully it's not too crazy, right? Sometimes you get these opens where you have too much volume and they're difficult to trade. So let's hope that's not the case with LI. It wasn't like that yesterday, based on what some of the members were saying that did trade this stock. Hopefully today is tradable. Right now, looking very, very active. We have another low of the pre-market here at 34.65. So let's throw that on there. This is a big, big range already. Your high is 41.71, your low 34.65. So if you look in here, you do have some levels. The high from yesterday is a good area. Look at the support you're getting there around 37.60. So you have a great area of support here. You did have some support just a couple of minutes ago. Look at the bounce you're getting out of that, and now we're losing that. So that's going to be an important level. There's a lot of touches there. And this is a great question we had from Mike on YouTube yesterday, and I was not able to answer. And I get this question quite a bit is, what level is more important? Is it the all-time high for yesterday, which would have been this here, or the pre-market high? And the answer to that is both. Both are going to be really, really important, especially if they're spread out like this. So you want to mark your all-time high here. You can see here this 37.60, the high from yesterday. Again, I'm sorry, the high from after hours yesterday, which is your all-time high. Very important, 37.60. You can see the action around that level now. But this 41.71 is going to play an important part as well, especially if it comes back after the market open. How many times have we seen these breakouts at the pre-market highs, right? Not looking too good right now to come back. This thing is dropping hard, but it is still up 15%. So just keep in mind, you can have both levels. You can put weight on both of them equally because they're both going to be important levels. You're seeing a lot of touches and rejection from both of those levels. DKNG, guys, great pre-market action right now. This thing has a beautiful daily. We talked about this. Unfortunately, the breakout didn't happen yesterday, but it is happening today. Here, 46.41 high of the pre-market towards the bottom. Your low of your pre-market all the way down here, really at 46.40. Where is this? I'm sorry, 42.43 right here, 42.43. Again, just a lot of scrabbling here between last night's trading and also this morning. So not a whole lot of volume here. You do have some areas here that have much, much better volume. So like, for example, this one here, for me, is going to be a more important level than the pre-market low because of how much volume you have, right? So this 44.21, this is going to be important. And without even looking at the daily, it's a reason why this 44.41 looks good on the 5. Look at your daily. That's exactly the high from a couple of days ago, right? So it makes sense that why you're getting this thing here, right? It's not a coincidence that they decided to at 44.21, they're going to play around that level and get some volume in action, right? So the daily confirms that. That's what you want to have on there. Above the pre-market high, 46.41, we do have another great level right here, guys. Area of resistance, support and then resistance at 48.32. Throw that on there. And then towards the bottom, guys, highs and lows from the last 2 trading days. Previous day close got you covered. A lot of support in here that we're breaking out from this morning. So looking pretty good so far. FSR, again, this is probably the least favorite of this entire main watch list this morning. High of the pre-market 17.40. We are getting some touches there. The low of the pre-market is below the high from yesterday. So for me, the high from yesterday will be a more important level here, right? Instead of this one down here, this 15.38, this will be more important. One is closer to the price action, and you are getting a nice rejection here of yesterday with volume. So that's the one I'm going to be looking at. You don't have anything above 17.40 because that is your all-time high for this recent IPO stock. So again, on the fence on this one, might replace it if the moderators have anything that looks a little bit better than this here. XPEV this morning was very active yesterday, getting a little bit choppy though. We are getting good volume though, 6.9. So hopefully that's going to trade clean at the open. Here is 50.37, high of your pre-market towards the bottom. Highs and lows from the last 2 trading days after a really big day yesterday. So let's go back here. Look at what we saw yesterday. A beautiful breakout. We do have a nice big gap here between the previous day close and your next recent level of support is going to be this one here, right, on the daily, 39.45. That's still a very decent gap. So we can go to yesterday's action since we ran up so much, and you can find these areas of breakout of support and resistance. For example, 41.76. A nice breakout, found resistance, right? Did the pullback to the moving averages, right back to this 76, which is the area of previous resistance, and then the breakout. And let me zoom in on this. A little too small for you guys. Let me zoom in on that. There we go. So once again, here's the resistance, right? 41.76, comes back, finds support at the moving average here on the 5, breaks out of the 41.76 again, right? Creates another level right on there at a 44.36. And again, these levels might seem tight, but guys, this is not tight. This is 41.76, and the next one is 43.36. That is a big, big move, right? Resistance there comes back down. Guess where it finds support? Where it had prior resistance, 41.76. And then look at the breakout again at a 43.36. So when you have such a big gap up like this, you can go into your 5 minute on a stock that has been running up and find some really good levels that you can use for the following day, like we can do for today. So we'll see how that's going to play out right now, guys. Amazing volume, 7 million, still up 5.1 this morning. Here's PLTR. PLTR, again, pre-market's a little bit skeptical right now on this one. Low of the pre-market, 1389. Below that, we do have another great level of support. Look at this thing, opened up here, sold off all the way to 1320 and bounced back to 1389. So you want to put that there, 1320, good area. High of the pre-market as well, 1540. Let's see what it does. Again, this was a great short yesterday. Let's see if today is going to continue to lose it here, or if we're going to find some kind of support. Was green this morning, now sitting in the red, down 3.4. So far, guys, I think we have some really good ones here. The ones that are not great is PRT and FSR are not great, but then XPEV, DKNG, LI, and NEO, those four especially, DKNG and 3, excuse me, DKNG, LI, and NEO on top of our list are dynamite today. They're looking really, really nice. All right, let's take a look at our moderators list. What do we have here? Where's our moderators list? Here we go.
Just Neo.
Just Neo, right, for you? Neo, I'm telling you.
No, I mean, it's probably, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
that's probably moderator's list, Neo.
Neo has to be on everybody's list today. You can watch that stock the entire day and trade it both long, short. It's just so clean. It really is. All right, let's start with Peter. What do we have, Peter? So Peter, IPO on the front. Nothing has opened up this week that was supposed to. So who knows? However, we today might have the following: HFEN, CPMX, IKT, and INAB. So Peter, if you can answer. So this stuff was scheduled to be open, and for some reason got pushed back. That's interesting. We'll wait for Peter to answer on that. Right now, John has the high of day breakout, his watch list. Nothing stands out. We'll wait to see. Right? That's the way to do it, guys. If you don't see nothing that matches your criteria, no matter how great some stocks look, wait for it. Don't force it. DKNG, Neo. For Thor, his secondary is going to be the travel and tech companies. Tiffany's watching Neo, DKNG, LI, and then on her secondary list, she's watching LI. Oh no, that's her list. LI, DKNG, and Neo. Peter's secondary, AMD, of course, Disney, PLTR, and CCL. Jared's watching DKNG, PDD, the EVs, and be careful with those. Yeah, I agree. They're moving very, very aggressive. Brian is looking at Neo, XPEV, DKNG, and Disney, and still looking to see what else is out there for the day. So
I'm not saying it's a good idea, but there are shorts available on Neo today, which there were not yesterday afternoon. They were in the morning, and then they disappeared. So not saying that's a good trade at all. So please don't take it that way, but it's interesting we've got that much back, and it's actually a big chunk of short inventory available.
Yeah, I am glad you mentioned, because I did not even notice we did not have shorts for Neo. I mean, we took 2 longs on it yesterday. I was not even looking for shorts yesterday. It's tough to look for short when something is trading like this, but it's good to know that. So here were the trades that we had yesterday. We had the breakout. I believe this was the level here. This was a great breakout on Neo, guys, right on here, around 44.66. We also had another breakout here. This was the one that Andrew called out. So this thing consolidated for about 5 minutes. He called out the breakout. I went in with him. And again, you don't just follow someone, guys. You want to look at the pattern, see, okay, this is something that I'm used to trading. This is a pattern that I like. I see it as well. I went in long and we took advantage of this beautiful move, man. It's just amazing. I got out way too early. I got out in this pullback here. Still a great move. A lot of members held through this, and it's just, again, incredible. So Neo just been really, really amazing. All right, folks, that is what we have. It is Friday, so you know what that means. Please be careful in your trading today. There's a lot moving. Look at this volume today. Neo 17 million, Li 16 million, DKNG 3.6, 7 million, 3 million. So a lot of volume for a Friday, a lot of movement. Let's just hope on some of these stocks that this volume is going to trade clean. So although there's volume out there, we're pumped, we're ready to go. Hit the brakes and waiting to make sure you have your pattern set, that you're following your trade book, and just again trading clean, trading by your rules. So you go into this weekend knowing that you survived Friday the 13th, and you did not do anything crazy that's going to hurt your account. So take care, guys. Trade safe. Have an amazing weekend. Get some good rest with the family, and we will see you on Monday, 8 p.m. 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Take care, everyone.
And hopefully tech problems resolved. No,
Tech
guys,
problem free.
thank you for being patient with us, guys.
Yeah.
Back and better than ever Monday morning. Trade safe, be smart, have a wonderful weekend, spend it with your family, and enjoy the Masters.
Yep, absolutely, guys. Hit that thumbs up. Don't Nora and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Take care.